but they could take that sensitive up the street somewhere. We highlighting all the things that we liked about the project.
Episode 863 marks the return of the cast. I'll be there to grab that.
Good grade.
4 or 5.
I got an 8 out of 10.
I have some 10.
Yeah.
I have small critiques as well that we'll get.
And immediately return to Cardi B's most recent album, which we will discuss shortly. Additionally, please click the like and subscribe buttons. Though not the shape-ups, it appears that the men are getting back into their rhythm.
Up.
I'm about to get one.
No lip balm.
I just put lip balm.
Flip must be too busy pocket watching once more. We're in the midst of a reorganization, and Joe is narrating the new Adidas advertisement. Flip is tearing his nails out, either like whoop-de-doo or letting me return to the streets and make it viral once more.
Biting his nails is off his hand. Look at this. Life is on your ass.
Look at
Mark Lamont Hill, meanwhile, frightened me when he was announcing his near-death experience.
Late Friday night with this crazy pain in my calf, which I never have, and except for the one time where I had a blood clot.
But he's okay, y'all.
To the urgent care, and they did all. In fact, I met your man there. You know Izzy? Because they said the doctor's not.
So it turns out Ish's man's is real.
I've never seen a doctor wear Tim's before. That was the first. That was the first tell.
Not the Timbs.
No, I'm serious. And they said that some of the pain you're feeling in your left calf might be just because you're having some restrictions with your movement in your genes.
As it happened, the issue was with those medium genes. That is really insane. But really, I'm relieved that he's all right. I've been there. A few years back, I experienced one in my lung. And believe me when I say that it was a truly frightening period. I'm just grateful that I'm still here since I nearly drugged that poor tech in there with me when they moved me towards that CT machine. But that's a tale for a different day. Despite being in the introduction, Mel is still not on the pod. Or perhaps they will have to wait for DJ Premier's remix. And H, and that 30-day flip trip to London. Sounds like the suspension that rotates. Despite this, I noticed that Melissa Boots went ahead and added Melyssa Ford as a past host to the Wikipedia page. Is that you? Because he has been acting the most cheesy for the past month, appearing to have recently found joy. Look at them, I mean. Okay, so Cardi B's album, Am I the Drama, was released on September 19th. It is a record that is vying for respect and attention, which it appears to be receiving as it is currently #1 on the US iTunes. Naturally, Joe Budden and the team also have their opinions.
Might not be as good as the first, but it ain't no
This
slump.
is the opposite of a slump.
Yeah, it's really
It
good.
slaps all through this.
Following an 8-year wait, the album delves into some of the difficulties she has encountered, which also appear to be represented in the cover image she released in a few different iterations. One is the exclusive courtroom edition, and the other features her wearing the color of power, ferocious red. With ravens circling and one notably perched on her high heel, it is placed against a bleak sky. On the album, which represented the insight and understanding she had acquired amid the tumult, I could already envision people wearing t-shirts with some of her catchy quotes. Avoid generating any thoughts. Mark LaMille. Everyone acknowledged that the bars were difficult when they arrived at the magnet track, where Cardi shoots shots at JT. But Joe added a sleek, tiny...
I ain't getting into it. But the line itself, whoever is writing these lines...
Party wrote a lot of it. Tori, I think, wrote some as well.
Cardi didn't like that either. She immediately posted receipts to Twitter, which were then removed. However, there was a video of a voice note dated July 2024 that included a caption that read, "Nah, that's Cardi," and showed her practicing her flows and particular lines for the verse.
Highlighting all the things that we liked about the project that happens to include the writing and the writers. And what, should we wait the next 8 years to pick up the writers?
She essentially wanted to convey that her writing and her method are authentic. Furthermore, it's hardly a secret that she writes everything. So if an artist is writing a diss track, do you believe they should be the only author? Is it important to you whether your favorite rapper composes their own lyrics? The fact that she checked on Joe is not the first time. He had, after all, criticized her previously, and she made sure to clap in response.
I just feel like it's like he has an issue with me, and it was beyond the critique of bongos. It's just like
I feel like she's targeting Baya as well, as JT this time, referencing their fallout from the previous year. And you already know that reactions are coming because Baya is likely to release her own project soon. In the end, Cardi is refusing to allow anyone to diminish her artistic abilities and her contributions to her own songs. Joe Budden replied to that tweet, making it known to all artists, as if the album release wasn't already exciting. I won't go into great detail regarding her songs and writing since, to be honest, I enjoy hearing other people analyze them. He is one of my favorite people to watch, and he does it far better than I ever could, much like Screwface Gene. I've included a link below. Check out his analysis, even though he doesn't need it. All I want is for Cardi to be on the JBP. Unfortunately for us, it appears that Cardi will sit with everyone but the JBP after Joe spoke about the authors. I feel like I'm being picked on again, so I kinda did that 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? What was that? I can't recall that. The situation was somewhat mild. All right, about 2 weeks, probably most likely a week. How do you feel about Joe Budden discussing the writers of Cardi's album but not others? Will they ever be able to talk while sitting on the couch together? Furthermore, do you believe he can succeed with Mona's archaic identity? If he can make it happen, she might be the one doing Cardi's interview. Oh, did Mona mention that she had previously spoken with Cardi?
I ended up interviewing Cardi and she saw me pregnant.
Do you believe the Mona can persuade Cardi? Joe, I can see what you might be doing there. Come on, Mona, connect with us. We'll return in a few minutes, but I'm still watching the program. How did you feel about Am the Drama, Cardi's most recent album? Additionally, how did you feel about the JBP takes? You are already aware. Let's chat about it in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe, and visit my Patreon. Until the next time.